Welcome to Top 10 World Knowledge. Ever wonder why your coworker seems distant or unapproachable? Understanding workplace dynamics is crucial for fostering a positive environment. Here are the top 10 reasons why your coworker may not like you. From communication issues to differences in work style and personality clashes, exploring these factors can help improve relationships and promote harmony in the workplace. Today, we will talk about top 10 reasons why your coworker may not like you. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Lack of communication. The biggest problem with any relationship is lack of communication, and that extends beyond personal life into work life. The issue starts when employees avoid speaking forthright to their employers for fear of retribution. A valid feeling in many cases, but there are plenty of things employers can do to open the lines of communication, like making time for employees, giving feedback, listening closely, asking questions, and above all else, not hiding in the office and directing traffic solely through emails. Poor communication is a big problem in the workplace. Communication is an ongoing process rather than a static event. Employees have a high tolerance for change if kept in the loop. When communication breaks down, rumors run rampant and will directly impact productivity, focus, and ultimately the finances of the company. 2. Unfair pay. It's hard to find an employee who thinks they make too much money, so the best employers can do is live up to fair wage standards. Retail giant Walmart has taken heat from all angles for paying unfair wages and benefits to its employees while reaping enormous profits. It's a formula that raises the ire of politicians, advocates, and the public, but is cheered on Wall Street. The bottom line is that complaining about salary, in most cases, won't increase a worker's wage. What employees can do to boost their paychecks is emphasize their experience, improve their education, point out positive performance reviews, work less desirable but higher paying shifts, and exemplify successes. 3. No job security. With outsourcing, downsizing, globalization, and pressure to meet the bottom line, job security has become a scarce commodity. A substantial amount of employees have been made to feel as valuable to the company as a paperclip. Therefore, the backlash has been that workers are changing jobs every 2 to 3 years. Changing jobs has become a way of life in today's workforce, according to the U.S. Department of Labor. The average American will have had 10 jobs between the ages of 18 and 38. Every year, about 1/3 of our workforce changes jobs, largely to take advantage of better opportunities. 4. Underappreciation. When employees feel unappreciated at work, the stress it creates can strike a fatal blow to the company's productivity and bottom line. There are several ways to display appreciation, but the simplest ones are sometimes all that's necessary. Nothing says, "We don't appreciate you," more than when your employee has worked like crazy to finish a project, and you reward them by adding more to their plate, said Joe Folan, marketing manager of an Atlanta-based job recruiter. You might be surprised how much a half day off on Friday to begin the weekend is appreciated. 5. Favoritism. Anytime someone receives special treatment at work, it's bound to ruffle the feathers of fellow employees. Whether it's more money, an undeserved promotion, or a better schedule, favoritism by an employer can be a destructive force to morale. When who you know becomes a blatant reason for advancement or preferential treatment, employees often find it tough to swallow this bitter pill. 6. Overworked. If you've never felt overworked at some time in your career, you probably don't have a pulse. Aside from not getting paid enough, this is probably the most common employee complaint, whether it's true or not. And it certainly can have more impact than getting $100 less in your paycheck every week. The toll on overworked employees can include fatigue, irritability, weight gain, insomnia, and a whole host of other physical and mental ailments. 7. Micromanagement. Everyone's had the micromanaging boss breathing down their neck. The boss that's involved is great. The one who's over-involved can be a nightmare. The micromanager shows little trust in employees and robs them of the ability to do their job. Micromanagers usually have an obsessive-compulsive behavior and fear if they don't stay on top of an employee, then their job is on the line. The only real way to stop an employer from micromanaging is to tell them that you can produce better results if given the freedom to do so. Of course, that conversation has to be polite and tactful. 8. Incompetent managers. There's at least one in every company, the man or woman who people shake their head at and ask, how in the world did they get that job? Thousands of unqualified bosses slip up the ranks and into positions they have no right to hold. It's just part of the work life, and it aggravates the heck out of employees. There's not a lot workers can do if they're under the thumb of a bumbling boss, so turn the situation around. If the boss is no good, it gives the employee a better chance to stand out and score major bonus points with senior management. 9. No opportunity for advancement. Finding yourself with a ceiling over your career is not a good place for an employee to be. The first step is taking an honest look at the situation and listing the reasons you're not getting promoted. If an employee feels they're qualified and constantly getting passed up for a promotion, take the initiative, get yourself noticed, and learn what's needed to be considered for the job. It may be the simple fact that there are no positions to move up into. And if that drags on for years, it may be time to move on to another company or line of work. 10. Overbearing boss. The nasty, overbearing boss is probably the biggest cliche of any workplace. The evil supervisor is constantly being represented on the small and big screen, including the film The Devil Wears Prada, where Meryl Streep portrayed the ruthless and cynical magazine editor, Miranda Priestley. But for a lot of unfortunate employees, the miserly boss isn't Hollywood fiction. It's a reality that workers have to face and deal with. Employees should take on bad boss behavior by 1. Making sure they're doing things right. 2. Documenting bad behavior. 3. Finding a mentor within the company to confide in. And 4. If all else fails, report the ogre to a supervisor or the human resources department. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.